Yes. Let's see here. Why does the author mention krill in paragraph 4? Let's read the four multiple choices together. To suggest a solution for a problem in the food chain, to provide evidence that contradicts previously stated opinions, to present an explanation for the killing of krill, to give an example of a complex food web. Of course, the right answer is yes, D, letter D, to give an example of a complex food web. To give an example of a complex food web. Next. Paraphrase or explain or restate. All these are synonyms to this question. A paraphrase question asks you to choose the best restatement. Choose also from four statements. You will be given four statements to choose one that paraphrases the sentence given. Let's see. Of course, we need to deal with the incorrect answers, miss out important information, change the keywords very carefully, include information not mentioned in the sentence. It may be mentioned in another part of the text. Which sentence best expresses the highlighted sentence? This is very important. We need to focus on that. Galaxy, starting from even though such light bending galaxies contain millions of stars, they do not contain enough visible ones that alone could exert the pull needed to create a blue arc. So this is the part that we need to restate it, that we need to give a synonym statement or a paraphrased statement for it. Of course, the rest of the passage here is not important for me because it's asking me about a certain part which is highlighted there. Which of the sentences below best express the essential information in the highlighted sentence? Incorrect answer choices change the meaning in important ways to leave out essential information. So we have to read carefully each choice which has been given here in order to reach the best paraphrasing sentence. I will give you the time to read that. And also you do have the answer down or below, so you can read it yourself, giving you a minute to do this. Yes, let's see the right answer. Of course, we need to follow here the technique of elimination. We have to eliminate the incorrect answers in order to make it easier on ourselves when we choose the best and the right answer. Let's see here. In choice A, billions of stars are contained in the galaxies, which alone could exert the pull needed to create a blue arc. The information is contrary to that in the highlighted statement. The visible stars are not enough to exert the pull that creates a blue arc. So it's not the right answer. Then let's read letter C. The light bending galaxies contain billions of visible and invisible stars that exert enough pull to cause a blue arc. So also with this letter C, the information has introduced invisible stars. So it's not the right one. With the choice D, has introduced dark matter. So also it's not the right answer. However, this information is not mentioned in the highlighted sentence. And in the four, incorrect as a restatement. I'm talking about letter D. Therefore, you should choose letter B as the correct restatement of the highlighted sentence. Let's read B together. Those galaxies that cause light to bend into a blue arc do not have enough visible stars. Yes, they do not have enough visible stars to exert such a pull. This is the best restatement or the best paraphrase for the highlighted part there. Let's read both of them again together just to make sure that they're synonyms or they're paraphrasing each other. Even though such light, I'm talking now or I'm reading now about the highlighted parts over there here, this one. Even though such light blending galaxies contain billions of stars, they do not contain enough visible ones that alone could exert the pull needed to create a blue R, which is the same here with letter B. Those galaxies that cause light to bend into a blue arc do not have enough visible stars to exert such a pull. You got the idea? This is how can we get the best restatement or the best paraphrasing. You need to eliminate and get rid of all the incorrect answers. And then the right answer will appear in front of you very smoothly, very simply, and very easily as well. Then, which of the sentences below best expresses in the highlighted statement in the passage? The other choices change the meaning to leave out important information. Of course, another thing on the same restatement questions, part of 1 million tons of krill harvested annually is used for protein in animal feed. Both livestock and chickens as well as humans eat krill as a main part of their diets. C. The principal use of krill is for animal feed, although some of the 1 million tons is eaten by people. More than 1 million tons of krill is eaten by both animals and humans every year. So read very quickly, skim it, and then come back to get the best restatement. Okay, so let's see here what's the right answer. Let's read the four choices again together. Letter A, part of the 1 million tons of krill harvested annually is used for protein in animal feed. Both livestock and chickens, as well as humans, eat krill as a main part of their diets. Letter C, the principal use of krill is for animal feed, although some of the 1 million tons is eaten by people. And then more than 1 million tons of krill is eaten by both animals and humans every year. So the right answer is, which one? Yes, it's letter D. More than 1 million tons of krill is eaten by both animals and humans every year. So this the sentence that best explain or restate the meaning of the highlighted statement in the passage. Let's see here. Letter A, detail. Detail. A detailed question asks you to answer a question about a specific point in the passage. About a specific point in the passage. So, hold on, just a few seconds. So, a detailed question asks you to answer a question about a specific point in the passage. So, you'll be asked to get a specific information from the passage itself. So, you need to read the question carefully to see actually what's needed, and then skim the passage till you reach a specific um, sorry. هو احمد لسه كده على البريك ولا ايه؟ انا مش عارف، انا الصورة ليه صغرت؟ الو احمد. اه ماشي اوكي، بس انا الصورة بقت مينيمايز ليه؟ انا بحسب في حاجة، في ايرور او حاجة. اوكي طيب، يعني انا كده شغال كويس، صوت صورة الدنيا حلوة. تقصد ايه بالواجهة؟ مش فاهم. برضه مش فاهم. طب انا ظاهر، صورتي انا مش ظاهرة كويس. طيب اوكي ماشي. So, number 8 here, detail. A detailed question asks you to answer a question about a specific point in the passage. As I mentioned, that we need to skim the passage very quickly and give the information that will allow us to answer the question below. Let's see an example here. If we do have one. Yes. According to paragraph 7, how much land is used to grow crops for animal feed? According to paragraph 7, how much land is used to grow crops for animal feed? We do have here four answers. Letter A, 80% of the acreage in Europe, most of the rain forest in Central America, 50% of the farmland in Canada and the United States. Letter D, half of the land in North and the South America. So I'll give you the time, like a minute, to go back to paragraph number 7 very quickly and give me the answer for how much land is used. Okay, did you get it? What's the best answer? 80% of the acreage in Europe, most of the rainforest in Central America, 50% of the farmland in Canada and United States, half of the land in North and South America. Yes, perfect. This is the right answer. Thank you. Let's go to the other part uh, of our questions. Number 9, cause. The cause question asks you to explain why something in the passage occurred. So cause is related with why. And of course, we do have also the same 4 choices. Let's see here. According to paragraph 7, the same paragraph, food webs are inefficient because. Food webs are inefficient because. He's asking us why. Why food webs are inefficient. So we need to get the cause for that. J, consumers in developed nations prefer animal protein. K, politicians are not paying attention. I, there are not enough acres to grow crops efficiently. M, too much of the corn and soybean harvest are exported. I'm giving you like a minute also, and give me back, come up with the answer. Yes, the right answer, according to paragraph 7, food webs are inefficient because, huh? The right answer, yes, exactly, this is the right one. I do appreciate it, thank you. Let's go to the next one. Opinion. Of course, with opinion, an opinion question asks you to recognize the author's point of view. So once I do have an opinion, or I ask you about your opinion, I ask you about the author's point of view. Why did he mention that? Why did he mention so? Okay. And also you do have the same 4 choices. Number 10, which of the following statements most accurately reflects the author's opinion about food issues? Which of the following statements most accurately reflects the author's opinion about food issues? We do have the 4 choices. Too much grain is being exported to provide food for developed nations. More forested land needs to be cleared for food production in developing nations. Food choices in developed nations are very costly in terms of the environment. Literally, more animal protein is needed in the diets of people in the developing nations. So, of course, here you need to skim very quickly. And if you placed at the very beginning the main ideas or the keys for each paragraph, and you connect them together, it will be easy for you to reach the author's opinion, his tone. I'm giving you like a minute also. Yes, this is the right answer too. Thank you. Number 11, insert. An insert question asks you to locate a place in the passage to insert a sentence. So you will have the passage in front of you, and then you will have a sentence, and you'll be asked to insert this sentence according to the meaning in which paragraph or after which sentence. Of course, you do have also 4 options marked with a square. Look at the 4 squares that show where the following sentence could be inserted in the passage. A tertiary consumer eats primary and secondary consumers and is referred to as top carnivore in the food chain. Where could be this sentence be added? So the sentence in front of us again, a tertiary consumer eats primary and secondary consumers and is referred to as the top carnivore in the food chain. So this sentence, we need to place it inside the passage after a certain sentence. We have to read the passage very quickly and see the relation between this sentence and which part of our passage. Okay, you'll have like half a minute, or let's make it a minute. You can skim the passage very quickly and see where is the right answer. How can we place and where can we place it? Yes, you got it. Very good. Going ahead. Exception. An exception question asks you to a statement that includes information not in the passage. An exception question asks you to a statement that includes information not in the passage. Choose also from 4 choices. The sentences will likely be paraphrased or stated using different words with the same meaning. Let's see here an example. Let's see here this example. According to the passage, all of the following characteristics describe producers except. So what we're going to have now, we're going to have all the informations mentioned in the passage with the exception of one thing. This is the exception. Read very quickly. Producers save as food for consumers. Producers make their own food. Producers from the first trophic level. Producers include bacteria and fungi. Which one is not mentioned? Which one is not mentioned in the passage? Where's the exception? This is very easy. Just skim the passage. You do have the same minute and come back to me. When you skim, you need just to make sure that you're focusing upon the keys, the key ideas, the main ideas of each paragraph, just to save time and to reach the right answer very quickly. Yes, exactly. The right answer is here. Producers include bacteria and fungi. Producers include bacteria and fungi. This information, exception. It's not found or it's not mentioned in the passage. Going ahead to see what do we have next. Number 13, classification. Classification. A classification asks you to match phrases with category to which they refer. A classification asks you to match phrases with the category to which they refer. Choose phrases for 2 or 3 categories. 2 phrases will not be used. So 2 are extra just to make sort of confusion to the test takers, but you'll not be confused anymore. Don't worry. Let's see how can we do this together. We have points here, 1 4 points for 7 choices, points 1 3 points for 5 choices, 2 points for 4 correct answers, 3 points for 5 correct answers, 1 point for 3 correct answers. Some instructions for the question. Direction: complete the table by matching the phrases on the left with the headings on the right. Select the appropriate answer choices and drag them to the type of organism to which they relate. Two of the answer choices will not be used. This question is worth 3 points. To delete an answer choice, click on it. To see the passage, click on View Text. Let's see. You have the answer choices. Depend upon photosynthesis to survive. Letter B has a weak interacting among species. Letter C generally consists of animal life forms. Letter D include both herbivores and carnivores. Letter E eats meat as one of its primary food sources. Letter F are always some variety of plant life. Letter G made exclusively of inorganic life. We have here the answer choices for producers and consumers. Number 14, summary. A summary question asks you to complete a summary of the passage. A summary question asks you to complete a summary of the passage. Choose 3 sentences from 6 choices. 3 sentences will not be used. Of course, here the same instructions. Points 1, 2, 1 point for 2 correct answers, 2 points for 3 correct answers. An introduction for the short summary of the passage appears below. Complete the summary by selecting 3 answer choices that mention the most important points in the passage. Some questions do not belong in the summary because they express ideas that are not included in the passage or are minor points from the passage. This question is worth 2 points. The question: the food web is comprised of producers, consumers, and decomposers which interact in endless cycles. Letter A, consumers, primarily animals, feed on producers, plants which manufacture their own food source through photosynthesis. Letter B, decomposers digest and cycle and recycle dead plants and animals, releasing inorganic compounds into the food chain. Letter C, since more energy is depleted into the environment at each level in the food chain, dietary choices affect the efficiency of food web. So let's see what's the answer. Just double check. You need to go back. Also, you have a minute. Yes, we can complete here. D, among consumers, human beings are considered omnivores because they eat not only plants but also animals. Letter E, an example of an undersea food web includes phytoplankton, krill, and fish, as well as birds, seals, and whales. Letter F, rainforests are being cut down in order to clear pasture land for cattle that can be exported to countries with fast food restaurants. Think about it.